So Adventure Guild. This is the first time we're pitching Adventure Guild.
Yeah, this is the first time we can say it with this name.
Yeah, Adventure Guild is a mobile social RPG where you get to form a party of adventurers that you create yourself and team up with your buddies, form a guild, and become the best adventure guild in the world. The idea behind the game was that a lot of mobile games these days are strategy games. So it started with Clash of Clans, which is like one of the most profitable video games of all time. But in the PC space, there's like World of Warcraft, which is huge and makes tons of money because it's an RPG and people fall in love with it and get attached to it. And so the idea was to make an RPG for mobile because that genre hadn't really been exploited in the way that Clash of Clans exploited the strategy genre. So it actually started with Words with Friends, which is a Zynga game where you take turns playing Scrabble, and we wanted to have you take turns playing an RPG. The game was conceived in December of last year, and the co-op program was announced at the Magic Center, which is where they were going to be giving 5 teams $10,000 each. So in terms of the process that I went through, I made a prototype of the game and produced a business plan for the game, how we're going to get from the prototype to funding to money.
We had a plan of what we wanted to do, and then we got that all done. And then from there on, it was sort of just a process of us saying, oh, wouldn't this be cool to have in the game?
It's kind of an interesting ping pong of like, wouldn't this be cool? And then you hammer it down to like a feasible version of that.
Is it useful?
Yeah, is it useful?
Will people like it?
Yeah. And it's hard because we've actually we've made features and then people have been like, well, that's dumb. Yeah. Or we've implemented something and people have been like, well, why can't I do this or this? And then you have to take all that feedback and pick the things that are the most valuable and the most doable. So a lot of our features, we didn't necessarily want from the start, and a lot of the things that aren't in the game we really want, but they might not make it in because they're not feasible. We just changed the name of our guild, of our name to Adventure Guild for legal reasons, but it has a lot of implications in terms of the story. So we want to add some sort of narrative to the game, so getting dialogue in while you're playing the game would be really cool. Also getting the idea of a guild in, so you can form a clan with your friends and earn stuff together.
Yeah, the guilds thing is something that we're pretty excited about.
Yeah, our target for the end of the year is to have 2 levels in. Right now there's only 1, so we just want to get a whole other level in, and those are really the doable features in the foreseeable future. The RPGs that are in the mobile space are mostly ports of really old games like Baldur's Gate and Knights of the Old Republic.
Sometimes they're really bad.
Sometimes they're really bad. And then the social RPGs are a lot of Japanese games that are kind of just click and grind games where you don't really do anything. They're kind of mindless. And our goal is to make a strategic, tactical RPG that blends a lot of genres that aren't blended in the mobile space yet.
So I guess at a high level, you get to control 2 adventurers at a time, go on battles either by yourself or multiplayer with other people who have the game. You fight through a series of boards that are tile-based and might constitute a dungeon type thing. So you might go through 5 different boards, fight a bunch of guys, get experience, level up, play with your friends. Then at the end, you get loot and equipment, and then you can equip that on your dudes, keep going, and be better. Our company name, I don't know, it's up there. It's Yes and Games. So if anyone if anyone wants to know what we're up to, from now to forever.
Yeah, it's also the easiest way to get your hands in the game if you want to start playtesting or whatever.
Yeah, we're doing some open play tests here at RIT throughout the rest of the semester. If people want to see what it's all about, come help us find some bugs. And it'll all be through the Facebook thing. So we have confidence that our game is really fun and that it's really good. We just have to make sure people know that.